So it's my final day here in Perak and we've drove all the way down to Kuala Kangsar. We're going to go to a museum, but first I'm having some breakfast right here. This is wonton mee from a place that I hear is good from the locals. A guy over here, he said he's been here for his whole life. He said it's really, really good. So I'm going to take his words and I'm going to enjoy my wonton mee. Wonton is a Cantonese word for dumpling, and wonton mee is one of the popular Cantonese noodle dishes in Malaysia. Situated next to a wet market gives it more character. Imagine seeing all of these in the morning. It will definitely wake you up. After a brief morning meetup with the dumplings and my seafood friends, I'm off to find about more of the local architecture. This is Batu Anor in Kuala Kangsar, and this place is actually really unique because it actually shows how the Malay houses were built, the craftsmanship and everything, and it's really beautiful. And it's really cool coming here because there's so much information about all the history of how the Malay traditional houses were built. And I've lived in a few, I've stayed in a few, so this explains how they were made, and you really admire some of the people back in the day that really made these houses so beautiful and unique. Another unique thing about Perak is also that it's home to one of the most oldest and legendary schools in Malaysia, MCKK. This here is the Malay College Kuala Kangsar, and it is one of the oldest and best schools in Malaysia. I say best schools because a lot of the former prime ministers went here, and it's also attended by some of the sultans of all the famous states in Malaysia. And I say famous because also, not only have a lot of famous Malaysians been there, Queen of England and Prince Philip also visited here, so it's quite a famous college. Being known as the teaching grounds for all of the famous names for Malaysia, MCKK definitely has a big reputation across Malaysia, Southeast Asia. And guess what? They have their own coffee shop members club only. It's been said that the MCKK are only allowed to use the upper section of this secretive coffee shop. For what? I don't know. I tried asking, but the uncle said only MCKK. Top secret information. So apparently the kids at the MCKK come here to this place called Yut Lloyd, which has been around for 82 years. They come here all the time to eat their food, and it's famous for this thing here called the pao. Now this is a hot pao. It comes piping hot, and you know what? It's made without yeast. They roll it at about 2 p.m. Looks really good. I've got a sweet one here, and I've also got a chicken chop. These are two of the most popular dishes here. I'm gonna get straight away with this pao because it looks really nice. The paos are classic favourites here. Believe me, they will run out fast every time the uncles take new batches out from the kitchen. The chicken chop, on the other hand, is on point. It's like they've mastered every flavour on the dish. Now to try one of the after-school activities I've always wanted to try, pottery. Well, I'm here in Perak at a shop that is famous for selling labu sayong. Now, labu sayong is basically a traditional Malay vase. And this vase, it is a very special thing. You know, they make it from their hands, from scratch. It takes a long time to do, and it will end up looking something like this. I'm gonna have a go at doing it, but my art is really bad, so mine is probably not gonna look anything like this. But you know what? There's no harm trying, so let's try it out. You can see, I failed miserably. It was going so well, and then this. Oh man, but we can fix this, It's all good, we can fix this. No worries, no worries. So if you were good at this, it would have ended up something like this. And then from that, you can actually make really cool designs, like the flowers, and then you can add on more colours. So it's really cool. And you know what, I had so much fun doing it. Like, I failed miserably, but just crafting it myself felt really good. And yep, I'll be selling these on my Instagram, so check it out at MarcoD8. 100 ringgit, limited edition. Yes, I think I'm going the right way. We are in Kong Heng and I'm going to check out the Yasmin Ahmad Museum, which is just over there. This place is open in memorial of Yasmin Ahmad, who was actually a really famous Malaysian film director and advert director, but sadly she passed away. So this museum was built in her name and I'm going to check it out. Yasmin Ahmad is a household name when it comes to Malaysian films. Her films managed to bring multiracial people together as one, and Malaysians just loved her for that.
Here we are. This is a Yasmin Ahmad Museum. This is a tribute to our late film director, very famous film director, Yasmin Ahmad. And the mother is the founder, and the sister, Datin Okit, also is the founder of this museum. Yasmin loves Ipoh very much, you know.
Why?
Even in the late 80s, she'll be here in Ipoh, you know, telling. You can see from the journal, that handwritten journal where she wrote about Ipoh. She really loves Ipoh so much. And 6 of her movies, 4 movies are shot in Ipoh.
So far, Perak has been lovely, but I still have one more night here. Gotta make it worth it. So it's my final night in Perak and I've decided to come to Conde, which is basically a cafe in Ipoh. There's plenty of these hipster cafes in Ipoh, but this one looked really good. So I got spaghetti bolognese, some chicken popcorn, a nice coffee. I'm gonna enjoy my final night here. You know what? I had so much fun in Perak. The food was awesome, the activities were so good, and you know what? I can't wait to see even more of Malaysia. So I'll see you on the next episode.